Hey guys, thanks for joining me tonight. I'm doing my episode number 3 of How I Really Feel tonight. Microsoft Windows 10 at my office is driving me goddamn nuts. I think they should just scrap that piece of shit who says it should just automatically update when it has whenever it wants. I came in one day, I go from Windows 7 to Windows 10. Nobody even warned me. It started to update, giving me a new Windows version 10. It had to do some type of updates, but it kept jamming up, and I get these little beads spinning in the dial, in the down at the bottom of the screen. I call them anal beads because they should be shoved up somebody's ass. And for 3 nights in a row, it kept getting stuck. And every morning I come in, I can't work on my computer. I have to reset it to a previous version of Windows. So that's what I've been doing. I don't know if it fixed itself or whatever, but I turn the gosh darn computer off at night now. Restart it every morning when I come in because I need to get right to work when I get in. I don't have 25 minutes to wait for this freaking thing to update. Every time I came in, it said it's 25% done, 75% done. I don't know what the hell it's doing, but it was always stuck in these little revolving beads you're going to see there and a little later. I haven't talked about Kratom in a while. I'm pretty excited this week. Let me turn this radio down. A lot of orders coming in. K-Shot, Mangda, Tide, Bally. All of it's coming in. By the end of the week, I'm going to be fully stocked again and giving my customers what they need. So I feel good about that. They can shove this ban up their ass. Hopefully it takes 3 months or longer, and then the Senate just throws it out the window and there won't be any ban. I don't like that Chuck Rosenberg. He's another asshole. But anyway, that's where we are on the Kratom front. I'm also researching new product. So getting some new stuff in along with the Kratom, but a lot of K-Shot coming in. Unfortunately, I had some people in my comments in some of my other videos wanting to know where can they buy it. Unfortunately, online you cannot buy Kratom. I used to sell it online, and I got audited by my credit card processor. They found Kratom, and they immediately discontinued my credit card service, my processing, right out the window. No warning, no nothing. We're shutting you down. That was it. So everything on the website that I carried, not just Kratom, e-cigarettes, all this stuff was on one website. It took me like 25 days, another 25 days to find a credit card processor, but I had to take all the Kratom off. I'm not saying federal law, under credit card underwriting in America, in the United States, will not allow Kratom to be purchased on a website. If you have that, they will shut your credit card processing off just like that if you get caught. And you can also get put on a ban list, that meaning you won't be able to get credit card processing anywhere you go. I do not want to be on that list because I run a number of websites. So screw that shit. It's off the web. If you're buying it online, either the business hasn't got caught yet, or they're using an offshore account over in Europe, Sweden, somewhere, paying big bucks for that. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. Or maybe Canada. But I know in the United States, no bank will allow you to sell Kratom and take credit cards for it. So sorry about that, folks. I cannot sell it to you, especially through the internet. Credit card banks won't allow it. So if you're getting it now online and you're using your credit card, either the company didn't put down the proper codes for their business, they didn't get audited yet from their bank, or they're using an offshore account or an offshore credit card processing account. But that costs big bucks, and I wasn't going that way. So I took it offline altogether, and that's where we are. So anyway, great news. I'm bringing all the product back in for my customers at my brick and mortar stores. It's perfectly okay to sell, credit card processing wise, the whole 9 yards. So anyway, let me was there anything else I wanted to talk about? I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to I do want to talk about Uber and Lyft, the ride sharing company in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Parking Authority. Here's another extension of an arm of the government going way beyond their means. They are going to start tomorrow. They're going to start towing the driver's car if they're caught doing Uber within the city limits of Philadelphia. That's a crock of bullshit. Again, I don't know how a parking authority can ban that, but they must run something to do with the taxi cabs and so forth. So at the same time they're banning Uber and Lyft, they're reducing their regulations on taxis. Go figure. I'm glad I don't own Uber, because I would. That's another fight. It's amazing you start businesses in this country and you get. It seems like no matter what you start anymore, there is just regulation after regulation. People want to ban it. If somebody doesn't like your idea, and they have power, you are plainly. So, now it's going to be a legal battle again. He's going to have to spend, tons of money, hire attorneys, go in there and fight this thing. How else is, I'm sure Philadelphia was a big market. So we could talk all day about this United States government and the bullshit that you just have to do to keep a business afloat. The money you have to spend. 25 years ago when I started this business, every time I wanted to open a store, I had to hire attorneys. I had to fight zoning. It wasn't as bad though. And today, if you're going to start a business, better have a lot of money just to fight zoning, get your permits, comply with all the licensing and the zoning and the codes, and just to get the doors open, you're going to need money. And if the town doesn't like what you're selling, you got another fight on your hands. That's what happened to Uber. He's hurting taxi cabs. Well, guess what? The taxi cab business just caught up. They've been a monopoly all these years. Well, guess what? Change is good. Figure out a way to keep up with Uber and Lyft and these ride-sharing companies. Don't go crying to the regulators. You know what I mean? You had your ride. So now figure it out. Become better at what you do. That's the name of the game. Let's get over to this. It's a quick video of how I really feel about this Microsoft Windows 10 and their bullshit updates. If you're using either Windows 10, you have problems with the updates, or you have no problems with the updates, leave comments down below. I'd like to hear from you. So check it out. You know what? You know how I really feel? Look at this. Look. Bill Gates. Smart you really are. But I run a business. And for 3 effing mornings, I come into my office and I want to get right down to goddamn work. 3 mornings in a row. And I get to this. I turn the computer on and I got these little fucking beads, anal beads, whatever you want to call them, spinning in my computer, black screen, like this. Those goddamn things. I have to unplug the computer, plug it back in. Unplug the computer, plug it back in. Now it's restoring the previous version of Windows. 3 mornings in a goddamn row. Are you serious? Are you serious, Bill Gates? Now I got to get in here somehow and disable your piece of shit Windows 10 updates. Because apparently you or somebody in your company have no idea what they're doing. And you wonder why people are going to Mac. I have iMac at home. I do all my editing, all my production work on it. But we're starting to bring some laptops in here, Mac Pros, into the business. And any more of this bullshit, and I'm going over to Apple. Because I can't come in here and be a productive day when I have to wait 30 minutes for your program to do bullshit on my computer. Look. Bill Gates, I don't know if you go on Facebook and see the comments, what people are saying about your product, but here's one. F you, Microsoft. Nothing like turning off Windows updates only to have the PC download and install an updated Windows 10. Then the install locks up on the PC and I spent all night trying to fix it. How would you like to come into a business 3 days in a row, sit down at your desk, turn on your computer, and have anal beads floating around on your goddamn screen? Effing mornings. Well, that's it. Episode number 3 of How I Really Feel was about Windows 10. Got a little hungry while I was making this video. So, anyway, leave comments down below how you feel about Windows 10. Was it my screw up? Or is this just how Windows operates? I don't know. I'm not a computer whiz. So, I just know it gave me a bunch of freaking headaches. We talked about Uber tonight, Kratom. If you want to talk about it, leave comments down below. I'll try to answer everybody's comments the best I can. And whatever else you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm trying to grow this channel. What kind of job am I doing? Do we talk about the government? Do we talk about fun stuff? No Hillary Clinton or Trump. Politics, religion's out of the question. You know how that goes. But anyway, leave them down below. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me, Billy Roar.